This is a Gimme 5 show with Walker and Tiffany. Yeah. You gon' have to give me 5 fingers on it right now. Waiting till they see the strength and hear the win. It's Black College Live. I'ma need 5 on it.
You watching
if they put overtime on it. Lights out. You know how I run, this ain't for fun. I been going done, they be still trying to clone it. From FAMU to Grambling, I'm on it. Stand on it, marching 100 how you want it. Before you see me blitz, might see a twist. They think it was a glitch, went from player to an owner. Now I just be doing what I wanna. Big body, I don't even need a sponsor. I be stacking comma at the comma. Kiss a guy with good karma. I get it different, I be working on my off day. Into that paper, I go underlay. I get it different, I be working on my off day. Into that paper, you gon' have to give me 5 fingers on it right now.
How you doing? You watching Black College Live with Tiff.
My partner's back home here in the Mecca, at the Mecca, Howard University.
Absolutely. I'm back here on the yard at Howard University. I got my boys with me, the 1993 HBCU National Champion. You know it. We're going to show you during the show what makes Howard Homecoming so special. And you're going to realize why we call it the granddaddy of them all.
My partner's so happy to be back home, happy to be here with them, and for you to be joining Black College Live, Walker, Tiffany Greene, so much on the show. Obviously, there's a football game coming up between Norfolk State and Howard, the MEAC opening weekend. We got the Greeks. So many originated here on Howard University's campus, the great history here, but we're going to jump into the HBCU headlines, Jay, and talk about the upset weekend we saw at homecoming for not 1, not 2, but 3 teams.
Yeah, and that's the key. And I think at Howard University, you got to be worried about that trend right there. We saw Alabama State go on the road and beat Jackson State and ruin their homecoming. We actually got a chance to see Alabama A&M and Grambling, and we also saw Edward Waters go into Tuskegee on a Hail Mary and ruin the Tuskegee homecoming. Howard University, the Bison, better be ready, because I'm going to tell you one thing, me and my boys know. One thing you don't do is lose homecoming. You do not lose homecoming here. The pressure's on.
All right, Jay, I wish we could replay that video. Oh, yeah, we got it from you in the end zone from that Edward Waters Tuskegee game. You went ham. The place went nuts. Shocking. Now, as we look at, we're midway through the season, give me your midterm grades for teams thus far.
Well, you know, I'm old school, so I don't like those teachers that like to fail people, right? So I like to give out A's and A pluses. A plus, North Carolina Central University, fantastic non-conference wins all season long. A, Florida A&M, they got over that hurdle, which is Jackson State University. But I'm going to give a B plus to the team that really surprised a lot of people. That's Norfolk State. Norfolk State's coming in here with a chance to win and ruin Howard homecoming. Dawson Odoms has them doing a good job.
Well, when you're looking at some of those teams, I've got to ask then, who do you feel like is in best position for that race for the Cricket Celebration Bowl?
Oh, absolutely no. And it's a sprint, because in the MEAC, you talk about it, they knew this. You'd have a lot of non-conference, but you had to win. If you lose one game, there is not a lot of room for error in this conference play here. So I don't think 2 losses is going to get it done. Every game has a sense of urgency.
All right, we're going to tell you about that game between Norfolk State and Howard coming up. We're on the yard, so you know the fits are crazy. Wait a minute. Jay's going crazy. And he's beat by me. We'll be back here on Black College Live.
Here, we educate tomorrow's leaders today. The Howard Experience allows students to engage in self-exploration through sports, music, dance, and debate. A journey towards excellence in leadership for America and the global community. This is the Howard Experience.
There is something greater than finishing first.
True champions stand on principles.
We fight for the right causes. We believe
the power of teamwork, whether in rebounding, receiving, or in research.
In service and in sportsmanship.
Only a few have what it really takes.
We develop the talent. We unleash the potential.
It all boils down to this.
Now is the time. This is the place.
We are MEAC.
Time now for our Star Watch Player of the Week, and it comes from Alabama A&M quarterback Xavier Langford. He helped the Bulldogs to their first win at Grambling State since 2011. He rushed 16 times for 193 yards and 2 scores. We're talking about an average of 12 yards per carry, while also passing for 127 yards and a TD through the air.
Don't forget to subscribe to our Black College Live YouTube channel and follow on these social platforms.
Here are this week's Cricket Celebration Bowl HBCU Power Rankings. Coming in at number 5, out of the Lone Star State of Texas, it's Prairie View A&M, making some noise on the SWAC West Division. Moving down a spot to number 4, it's Jackson State University. At number 3, Eddie George has Big Blue going in the right direction as they come in as the number 3 team in HBCU football at Tennessee State. The number 2 team is Florida A&M. The beat goes on as the Rattlers keep winning and winning and winning. And the number 1 team in HBCU football still trying to go wire to wire, the Eagles of North Carolina Central University. Not quite making a list, but on the bubble, Division II HBCU powerhouse Benedict and Alcorn State University.
It has never been more exciting to be a fan of HBCU marching bands, as ESPN's Band of the Year will debut this December. The championship will be the culmination of a season-long competition where bands' halftime performances will be ranked by a committee of marching band experts. 4 bands, the top 2 from Division I and Division II, will earn the right to compete for the national title in Atlanta on December 15th, the night before the Cricket Celebration Bowl. For more information, visit ESPNBandoftheYear.com. Thursday's fashion show from Crampton Auditorium had a little bit of everything with their in living color themes, dance routines with the models doing their thing.
Welcome back to Black College Live. My name is Badi Cross. We're here at Howard University, the Mecca, the real HU, where we strive for truth and service. We bite and stand on the shoulders of giants such as Kamala Harris, Thurgood Marshall, Zora Neale Hurston, Felicia Rashad, Andrew Young, and Chadwick Boseman, just to name a few. Tiffany Greene has more.
Howard University was founded in 1867 in Washington, D.C. as one of the many universities founded for African-American scholars after the conclusion of the Civil War. Originally established to train newly emancipated individuals, Howard quickly evolved into a prestigious institution known for its commitment to civil rights and academic excellence. Throughout Howard's history, there have been numerous alums who have made a significant impact on our society. Thurgood Marshall, a graduate of Howard Law School, became the first African-American Supreme Court Justice. Toni Morrison, the Nobel Prize-winning author, graduated in 1953. Kamala Harris made history as the first woman and first African-American vice president, making her the highest-ranking female official in U.S. history. Howard is home to the only public television station owned and operated by an HBCU and the oldest black collegiate newspaper, The Hilltop, which is celebrating its 100th year. Today, in the heart of the nation's capital, Howard University is a beacon of excellence, a cradle of African-American achievement, and stands as a testament to the power of education and the enduring legacy of its exceptional alumni.
I'm Joshua Matwaya, and these are the brothers of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated Alpha Chapter. Set it out, bros.
Get freaky, oh!
There is something greater than finishing first.
True champions stand on principles.
We fight for the right causes. We believe
in the power of teamwork, whether in rebounding, receiving, or in research.
In service and in sportsmanship.
Only a few have what it really takes.
We develop the talent,
we unleash the potential.
It all boils down to this. Now
is the time. This is the place.
We are MEAC.
And now it's time for our alumni spotlight. This week's spotlight is on my former head coach, Steve Wilson. Steve Wilson was a 3-year letterman as a wide receiver and defensive back in his high school years in Durham, North Carolina, before heading to Howard University in Washington, D.C. There, Wilson excelled, earning first-team All-MEAC honors in 1978 as a receiver before heading to the NFL, where he played for 9 seasons, primarily as a defensive back in the NFL. Upon retiring from the NFL in 1988, Wilson will return to Mecca, his alma mater, Howard University, become the head coach of the football team. From 1989 to 2001, Wilson coached the team to a 78-67 record, leading them to an undefeated MEAC championship season in 1993 and a Black College National Championship in 1996. In 2013, he was officially inducted into the MEAC Hall of Fame.
All right, Jay Walker, this is a special weekend, 30th anniversary of that undefeated season. Some of your teammates behind us, MEAC champs, Black College football national champions. When you think about your coach, Steve Wilson, give us a quick story, Jay.
Absolutely. You know, Coach Wilson is the reason that we all came together. So as I sit here and reflect on 30 years of winning, these are my boys. I got my tight end, Dave Sierra. I got one of the twins, and Andre Owens. We got one of our coaches, Donald Grigg, Brent Williams, Elton Parrish, Fleet Gary Harrell, all-time leading receiver. We got one of the other twins here, Andre. We got Phil Simpson, and it's that bond. See, when you go undefeated, they can't ever take that from you at all. At all. We're in the record books without a doubt.
All right, so Jay, that leads us to your Gimme 5 because you put together an impressive list of MEAC quarterbacks. Let's dive in to Jay's Gimme 5.
Now, with Jay's Gimme 5, I got to say this first. It's the greatest quarterbacks in the MEAC that are not named Jay Skywalker. Not named Jay Skywalker, right? So we're going to get this thing started. Coming in at number 5, down at North Carolina A&T, they had a guy by the name of Alan Hooker. Alan Hooker could throw that thing. He's coming in at number 5. At number 4, you got to think dual-threat quarterbacks. And one of the best dual-threat quarterbacks in this conference was a guy named Alan Suber that played at Bethune-Cookman University. You know he was a Rattler killer, so you got to admit that. Coming in at number 3, all right, Rattlers, I got you, Rattler, Quinn Gray. Quinn Gray took Florida A&M to a historic run in the postseason, played in the National Football League. He comes in number 3. At number 2, you can call this guy a bison killer. Cornell Maynard did some legendary things at North Carolina A&T. 2-time Offensive Player of the Year. They won a national championship. But number 1 on this campus, number 1 in this school, in these rankings, it's got to be one of the Bison. Ted White, come on in here. The number 1 quarterback playing football in the MEAC, one of my Gimme 5, one of my mentor, all-time leading passer in MEAC history when he retired, when he stopped playing, and also still holds a record. How many touchdowns did you throw in your career?
92.
How many?
92.
92 quarterbacks. That makes him number 1 all-time in that category. Not quite making it. I'm sticking with Howard. Not quite making it. Greg McGee, who Ted coached, and the MEAC was a running conference, so we had the best running quarterback ever. Somebody called the Little General, Lee DeBose, is coming in on the bubble.
All right, I love your list, Jay. Ted White, you know you're my number 1 quarterback, my man. But I also got to give a shout-out to my partner, Jay Walker. In one season, 3,300 yards through the air, just there about 1 AA, All-American, Player of the Year.
Player of the Year.
Come on, keep going. The list goes on and on.
That.
You made the first and only trip for Howard.
But it's about Ted. It's about Ted. You put me on the list, he can't win.
This is Tiff's 2 cents.
Okay.
So this is Tiff's 2 cents. So Jay Scott Walker, I got you there.
Okay, I got
and how about Lamar Raynard from North Carolina?
Winningest quarterback.
A&T. Winningest quarterback. He compiled a 35-2 record, won a couple of Celebration Bowls in the process. So he was an Aggie signal caller who was tough to beat as well. A festive week of homecoming activities. Here's a look back at Bison Madness inside Bird Gymnasium. Gives the campus a sneak peek at the men's and women's basketball team. One of the many things you can look forward to during homecoming week here at Howard. And we needed to ask a student or ask the alumni what it's like to come back to homecoming and what makes it so special. Tiffany Hoyd joining me now. And Tiffany, You've been here. You've walked this path. What makes Howard Homecoming special?
I mean, you're truly coming home, right? It's not just in the name. Homecoming is a family reunion for not just Howard alum, but black people in general. This is a place to be, an experience to take in and soak in. I have people coming from North Carolina with no attachment to Howard just for this moment. People coming from UCLA just for this moment. Howard Homecoming is really a reunion of black people, this microcosm of excellence, right? When you're in it, you feel recharged, rejuvenated. When you come here and you see us at our best, you just want to be your best.
Rolling through Yardfest, ran into Jacob Bellevue, and I've got to know, Jacob, what makes Howard's Homecoming special?
Howard's Homecoming is so special, just being able to come across alumni like Lance Gross, Yandy on the yard. It's just an amazing experience. Knowing that people that went to your school are excelling to different heights, it really inspires you on a daily basis.
Look who we bumped into, Super Bowl 41 champion Antoine Bethea, graduate of Howard University. And you know, we were walking around the campus trying to figure out what makes Howard Homecoming special. What do you think?
First off, we're in Chocolate City. You know, it's the Mecca, and then it's homecoming. We coming home. You see everybody out here. You see familiar faces, and it's just that energy. Again, we here at the Mecca, the one and only. And again, we in Chocolate City.
You know what's unique about stepping on the yard at Howard University during homecoming? You never know who you're gonna bump into. One of my old classmates, he was a young pup back then, but y'all know him well, A.J. Calloway. What makes Howard Homecoming Howard Homecoming?
It's the Mecca. It's us, and then there's everyone else in the world. I mean, honestly, and I say that with all sincerity, honestly.
I got to put you on the spot.
Go ahead.
Give me your favorite homecoming member.
It would probably be Redman, Method Man, Biggie Smalls at the old post office pavilion.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Now, unfortunately for you, I'm going to beat you, though.
Go ahead.
My favorite homecoming music regarding music was Biggie Small being on the undercard for Mary J. Blige right here.
Right here in Crampton. I was there, too. That was a good one.
Taking you behind the scenes here on Black College Live.
Here, we educate tomorrow's leaders today. The Howard Experience allows students to engage in self-exploration through sports, music, dance, and debate. A journey towards excellence in leadership for America and the global community. This is the Howard Experience.
Behold has a special meaning at Norfolk State University. It exemplifies knowledge, hard work, perseverance, and striving towards success. Since 1935, Spartans have walked these grounds ready to take on the challenges of the times, transform lives, and realize dreams. We are a state-of-the-art institution, preparing students to take on the modern world with innovative coursework, experiential learning, and cutting-edge degrees. As NSU celebrates its 85th year, the green and gold tradition continues.
Welcome back to Black College Live. The rain came, but that's all right, partner. We just move it inside the Chadwick Boseman School of Fine Arts. We got to improvise.
The legendary School of Fine Arts, and we used to call it Fine Arts when I went here, though. But the names that have come through this place, you're talking about P. Diddy, you're talking about Ossie Davis, you're talking about Debbie Allen, you're talking about Felicia Rashad, you're talking about Anthony Anderson. You're going to stop me talking about the group Shy.
I know you want you to say the list goes on and on.
And on and on.
Yeah, this is your moment.
Yes, absolutely. So legendary names come through here, and this is why you go to Howard, to join that list of people that have made a difference in society.
When you think about this Howard football team and what they're trying to do and have a championship season and try to be the standalone MEAC champions, they'll host Norfolk State for homecoming. And what do you see from that game?
Well, we said earlier, you know, Bison can't lose homecoming. So the pressure is on the Bison. However, Norfolk State is one of the most improved teams in conference play early on in the season, so they've got a lot to prove. They want to come here and get it done. Howard's been so up and down, but it all goes for Quentin Williams. If the quarterback Quentin Williams can play, then this is the team that is very difficult to beat. Norfolk State, they get it done on the ground, running the football, following the philosophy of their head coach, Dawson Odoms.
All right, so our coach, Chef, couldn't be here. Jay Martin, we miss your partner, but that's all right because we've got Ben's Chili Bowl, the legendary Ben's Chili Bowl.
I got something good for you.
I got something good for you. Jr. with us now. Come on in here in the middle.
Get in the middle here. Now, Tiff, you don't know nothing about this, but I'm going to tell you, at 1 o'clock in the morning after you leave one of them parties over there on U Street, You go to Ben's Chili Bowl right here. What do you have here for?
Got you some chili half smokes there, my brother.
Chili half
The
smokes.
chili
Oh,
half
yeah.
smokes. Now break that down. What's that all about?
That's a half beef, half pork smoked sausage. Daddy put it on the bun, put the chili on it, homemade chili every day. Made it spicy and delicious. 1 a.m. We go to 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. on the weekends. And we've closed it down many a night, Jay.
I've been there late. That was in my younger days. There you go.
All right, now, you mentioned earlier that your father attended Howard University, and so I'm going to put you on the spot here. I'm going to ask you to be the guest picker this week and give us your prediction for Norfolk State Howard.
It's going to be a close game, but I'm going with Howard by 2.5.
Okay.
Any surprise there? He said, nah, we in D.C. You got to go for the hometown team.
Ain't you?
You know it, baby.
All right, that's it. That does it here for Black College Live. Thanks so much for being here with us. My partner's going to enjoy that chili smoke, you say, Ben?
And I brought you the banana pudding.
Oh, I got the banana pudding. So, yeah, let me let that marinate a little bit. We'll see you next week. We out.
Peace.
Out.
Yeah. This is a Gimme 5 show with Jay Walker and Tiffany. Yeah. You gon' have to give me 5 fingers on it right now. Wait until they see the strength and hear the win. It's Black College Live, I'ma need 5 on it. If they put overtime on it, lights out. You know how I run, this ain't for fun. I been going done, they be still trying to clone it. From FAMU to Grambling, I'm on it. Stand on it, marching 100 how you want it. Before you see me blitz, might see a twitch. They think it was a glitch, went from player to a